from Charlotte, North Carolina. The home of the Hornets. We're broadcasting live from the Spectrum Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And it's been home cooking for the Hornets in the midst of a homestand here in Charlotte. Game after game, the unbroken streak of wins to start their season continues.
Yeah, and they're in the middle of what could be the most demanding part of their schedule. This is the third game they'll play in 4 days. And you've got some sore muscles, some tired legs when you hit a stretch like that.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with a great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle-tested, and it prepares you to affect winning. This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
That one goes in.
You got to appreciate the IQ of Hayward. I mean, he reads the defense well. He knows when to put the ball on the deck.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, James Borrego had a few minutes to share with me. They'll be going up against Gordon Hayward tonight. The coach is a big fan of Hayward's all-around game. Coach told me how impressed he is with Hayward's shot selection and how it's hard to make him settle for a bad look. They will try to make him do that this time. Guys?
Thanks, David. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, I'm impressed with Rozier's growth as a distributor. He's capable of making some nice passes.
That's Biyombo with the rebound. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Pass to Washington. And here is Graham. Three-pointer. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Here's Graham. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Hayward with the ball. Back to Graham. And stolen by Hayward. Pass to Rozier. Shoots over Washington. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
And good for his career. Hayward, a solid three-point shooter. He won't hesitate with those.
Here's Biyombo. Out to the right wing. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
Graham surveying the floor. Plays it up and banks it in.
Once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Charlotte making some changes.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Now here is Martin. Puts up a three. Drops in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
There's a screen by Washington. Ball with the bucket.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside for Martin. From beyond the arc. Ball with the rebound. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Rozier. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Pass to Martin. Back to Martin. Left side, Ball. Clock at 6. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Such a competitor. I love how hard Bridges goes. I mean, it's what gets the D to act like this.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Hornets trail by 6. With the teardrop. Ball with it. Here's Bridges. And so it's Charlotte with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
The drive-by Ball. Second chance shot. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. Miles Bridges for 3. Bridges got 5.
Well, I love how quick Bridges makes decisions, including when he should look to shoot as soon as he catches it.
To the right side. Here's Washington. They get the rebound. Out left to the wing. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Hornets leading by 6.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
Both teams will make substitutions. Hornets trail by 6. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Graham from outside. Bridges with the board. And it's the Hornets ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And stolen by Hayward. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Charlotte leading by 6. And here is ball. In the corner, it's Martin. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Now Rozier. Graham gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Now just a 3-point Hornets lead. The drive-by ball. And it's denied.
Oh, great instincts there from Washington, reading the situation and rising up to spike.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Ball with the bucket. And now a 7-point Hornets lead. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
The season never really ends. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. He takes it in, and Ball slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
A 3-ball. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Wow, he's just incredible at understanding the game. Hayward is so good at making the defense pay for leaving guys open.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball. To the paint. Here's Biyombo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Biyombo's got 4 this quarter.
He's just superb at reading the defense. I mean, Rozier's decisiveness is a huge reason why he exploits the D right there.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Biyombo. Ball with the rebound. The Hornets trail. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Tipped away. It's stolen by Monk. Hayward on the wing. Three-pointer, Martin. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Hornets on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
– 1 minute. 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 1
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And he drives in.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Biyombo. Now Washington. Three-pointer. Hayward hits the three-point bomb. Hayward's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And yes, Hayward does have range, the confidence and touch to shoot from anywhere on the court.
Here's Graham. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
To the wing right side. Rozier for 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And see, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Takes it inside. Pass to Biyombo. Shot clock at 5. There's the lob to the hoop.
And you see how Hayward just made that pass? You got to say, man, he's got some vision.
Here's Graham. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Out to Hayward for the tie. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Charlotte leading by 3. There's a screen by Washington. Inside. Biyombo with the block. Deflects the pass. Now, here's Bridges. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Bridges with the steal. A floater. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 10.
Nice feed by Bridges. I mean, since entering the league in 2018, Miles has looked to increase his assist numbers.
But they recover it. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul. Stolen by Ball. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Shot clock at 3.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Back to Martin. He tries for 3. The shot, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
The Hornets have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Hornets trail by 9. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 9.
I mean, offensively, he's been their driving force, determined not to let the lead get any bigger.
No good that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That will complete this 4-game homestand. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Hayward. Back to Ball. Shoots over Biombo. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. The kick out to Rozier. A 3-pointer is right on target. Rozier's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Charlotte. They set the pick. Poked away. Hayward outside. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And using his athleticism to his advantage, like when Bridges goes up and finishes alley-oop.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Ball. Clock at 4. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, once Bridges realized the break was on, he was off to the races. His coaches will appreciate his effort level.
The Hornets trail. Ball with it. Hayward on the wing. Back to Ball.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Hayward can't hit. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Pass to Graham. The three. Hayward grabs the board.
Look, I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not heaves.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Hayward. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Driving in. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. Back to Graham. Hayward right side. Here's Biyombo. The three. And Gordon Hayward with the three. Hayward's got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Oh! Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
From downtown, it falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And it's not easy trying to guard Hayward. Amazing at getting space off the pick.
Monk with a double team. Back to Hayward. To the middle. Rozier with the steal.
Can't waste any time here.
And you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters. They get exactly the matchup they want inside. I mean, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
And that one misses.
There's been a lot of evolution in Hayward's game, I mean, during his career. I'm not sure too many people saw him becoming the terrific player he is today.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Money!
A clever play. Rozier able to navigate through the contact to a strong finish.
So both teams changing it up here. And so here's Charlotte. 3-point lead. The drive-by ball. It counts.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. This is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Pass to Hayward. The tray misses there. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony. And Brent Berry, our terrific analyst, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Taking a look at Denver. Well, so far this season has been very disappointing, still without a win, and we're weeks into November. Now here's Wall. And he drives in. Yep, it counts. Wall's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Rockets. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
for me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everybody.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Mike Malone. He said that James Harden has the ability to win a game all by himself. Coach said there's no limit to how many points he can score. We have to try to make other people beat us and live with the results. So they'll try to do what they can to get the ball out of his hands. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Back to Jokic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, they're started at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Here's Harden on the wing. Floats it up for Cousins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Okay, 2 of the easiest points that Cousins is going to have, but in fine fashion with the big throwdown.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap in the corner. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Denver shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential left in the tank for Jamal Murray. He's able to play both guard spots, but it's that sweet jump shot that has his teammates and the coaching staff salivating about where his ceiling is.
And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Swiped it away. Driving to the basket.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Stolen by Gordon. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Cousins gets it to go.
Yeah, well, he's used to that right there. Cousins does not let the contact deter him. He knows it's not just one guy. It could be multiples. He's still going to find a way to score.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. Here's Wall.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And he can just fly. Well, we know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the line for him here.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Steps back. And so it's the Houston Rockets, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Here's Harden. Off the left rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Pass to Caboclo. Here's Nwaba. Pocket 6. Driving the lane. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Jokic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. It's deflected.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Left side, Gordon. And he converts the layup.
So even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
Pass to Jokic. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Back to Jokic. On the wing, Harris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Barton, wide open, he fires. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country.
Oh, that was something else.
You got to clog up the lanes because Wall runs all over you when you don't.
Pass to Jokic. No good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. Wall looking it over. Takes it inside. And it's Denver with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going no matter who they had out on the court.
Wide open look here for Murray. And another miss by Denver. Rockets leading by 6.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
From the baseline. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Pass to Hartenstein. His 3-pointers off the mark. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Down low. And Cousins throws it down.
Now Cousins, with his height, is able to get up there and jam that one down. Just get the ball deep to him on the inside, and pretty much he'll take care of the rest.
And the Rockets making a change here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside, Wall. Screen by Cousins. Inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
A nice job of scanning the floor on the pick and roll, and then Cousins terrific at rolling hard after the screen.
For 3, Murray. No good there.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Rockets leading by 10. Harden left side. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Rockets.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Will Barton catches the ball. A great job of squaring up, and the defense better be aware of him there.
All with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And stolen by Murray. Wall with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Now off the inbound. And he gets the bucket. That's 10 points for Jamal Murray. So it's the Rockets now. Wood sets a screen. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Woods got his first basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Millsap. Knocks down the 3 ball. Millsap's got 6 points.
Well, mostly a smallish banger when he came into the league. Millsap has modernized his game. That's a lot of hard work, and it's going to add to his longevity.
Harden outside. And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Harden. 7 points in the game. Floats it up for Cousins. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Back to Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. In the corner, Harden. Pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down hard.
Wow, how about that from the big man, showing a little something special. Tremendous at getting up off the ground and finishing with style.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots from beyond the arc and then some. Jokic has got 5 points in the quarter. To the middle. Here's Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Harden scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Hartenstein. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Houston.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Harden up top. Yes, that goes in. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 15. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. With that road trip behind him, the Suns ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Phoenix. Well, so far this season has been very disappointing, still without a win, and we're weeks into November.
Yeah.
Oh, what a play!
Watch it! Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
A nice shot by Booker. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
Bridges misses. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He knows that Devin Booker is going to get his points, but what they want to do is prevent the freebies. Coach said Booker's become exceptional at drawing fouls, and he's one of the best free throw shooters in the game. So, Kevin, they don't want to see him on the line multiple times tonight. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Off the pick, Hero loves to rise and fire, but that time he becomes the playmaker.
Olynyk with the steal. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. In the corner, it's Bridges. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hero. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Pass to Booker. Outside Crowder. Paul fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Back to Paul. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Outside Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots the three. That one doesn't go. And Miami the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Some changes for Phoenix. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Galloway. Fires from deep. Miami grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Good ball movement here by Miami. They get it back. Here's Hero. To the inside. Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
On the wing, Johnson. Will it go? Jump shot is good that time.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Driving to the basket. 2 points. That one goes.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Jones. Back to Payne. On the wing, Johnson. Saric outside. Here's Galloway. Three-pointer. Rebound by Olynyk. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
The athleticism plus the mobility. Tyler Hero is someone who drives well inside.
Now here's Payne. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the left side wing. Galloway with the bucket.
Here's where Galloway excels. Better off the catch than initiating.
Here's Hero. And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Paul. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ayton. Can't hit that one. And Miami the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their two meetings.
So you know that every game these two teams play will be an exciting one.
And here is Bridges. Pass to Paul. Now Ayton. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Hero. They double him with Booker. Now here is Robinson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Robinson's got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Crowder from outside. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Here's Booker. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it? Greg, 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Out to the wing. Pass to Hero. Takes the 3. In the corner, Iguodala with it. For 3. Drills the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Such a sweet stroke from Andre on the 3-ball. Always a danger to light it up from there.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. They set the pick.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
It's Crowder on the wing. Paul outside. There's the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Pass to Bridges. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Paul's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns.
The defense has to stay on Chris Paul. He has a quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Hero. Drains the 19-footer. Hero's got 9.
That's his signature move, Tyler. Hero using the screen to create just enough separation.
To the paint. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he could do. Not a huge quantity guy, but, boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old-school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
And Crowder slams it in.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense, delivers a perfect pass.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Hero. 11 points in the game. Here's Silva. Second shot opportunity. Iguodala wide open. Misses the 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Miami leading by 10.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Pass to Achua. Here's Hero. Good D by Jones. And the first half is now in the books. Heat out front, up by 10. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Suns trail by 10. Now Payne. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Galloway. Payne's shot is good.
Langston Galloway with a nice assist. Hopefully we can see more of this.
Inside, here's Olynyk to the right side. Outside, Robinson. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 8.
The interior game of Kelly Olynyk, capable of burning you from this area also.
To the wing right side. There's Galloway. He averages about 5 points a game. 6 to shoot. From deep, more. A rebound by Iguodala.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. There's the pick. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. Driving the lane. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
When Tyler Hero gets it going, as he has tonight, he can score in bunches.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Paul with the steal. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Booker. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Back to Crowder. Tries yet again. And the rejection by Iguodala.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And the dunk by Olynyk.
Give Kelly Olynyk credit, sticking with the shot despite intense coverage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Suns trail by 14. On the wing, Booker. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Ayton. And he banks in the layup. Ayton's got his first basket of the night.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Here's Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for Miami. Bounce pass from Paul. Booker with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Hero. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
1:44 left in the third quarter. .141 left to play in the third. Iguodala outside. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. It's a 16-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. They double him with Saric. Robinson for three. No good on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Pass to Olynyk. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And the Suns making a change here. Suns trail by 14. Carter outside. Here's Ayton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Olynyk.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling. And you look at the career shooting percentages for Myers Leonard. 48% from the field, 39% from three-point range, and over 80 from the free throw line. How is he averaging less than 20 minutes a game for his career?
You know, GA, he's probably asking the same question. But what I do love is he does the little things. And his scoring, he's efficient. He's earning his keep. Has a chance one day to be a 50, 40, 90 guy.
Clock at 6. Ayton trying to break free. Outside Robinson. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Heat out front as they end the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Down low, here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
In the corner, Crowder with it. Off target from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Robinson, that's good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Paul for three. Miami grabs the miss. Takes it inside. Achua makes it off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And here is Paul. From deep. It's hauled in by Achua.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Shots good by Hero.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Here he goes. And he uses the glass on the layup.